This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 11th of June. This is James Spann, Alabama's weather, featuring a few scattered showers and storms, mainly over the southern half of the state today. In fact, let's go right to the radar. We are live this afternoon at, 2:34. And you can see the bulk of the showers and thunderstorms down across parts of southeast Alabama. Nothing severe. Got some decent downpours in parts of Crenshaw and Pike counties. That's pretty heavy rain falling along US 231 north of Troy. Showers down into parts of Butler, Conecuh County. Got some rain down in southeast Alabama's Geneva and Houston counties as well. Nothing too heavy. Thunderstorms down into parts of the Florida Panhandle, down toward Bluntstown and Port St. Joe, Indian Pass, Apalachicola. And we'll check the Mobile radar for the southwestern part of the state. Things pretty quiet. Looks like a pretty good little outflow boundary there, coming off the cluster of storms that developed over Mobile Bay, and those have basically dissipated. Things look good today at Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan, Orange Beach. Got some rain showers just north of Perdido Key and north of Pensacola. And then over the northern half of the state, things are relatively quiet. We have one cluster of showers that's sitting on top of Oxford down to Chehaw State Park. And again, other than that, the northern part of the state is pretty quiet today. And really, I expect the same kind of thing tomorrow. Could we see a few showers around? Sure. Hey, it's summertime in Alabama. There's always some chance of an afternoon storm, but like today, they'll be pretty widely spaced. Here is the upper air look, and the trough that has been over the eastern states is lifting out. And accordingly, winds aloft are light and variable. The air is still relatively dry over the northern third of the state, north of Birmingham, north of Interstate 20, where no showers are in progress there. That's the visible satellite view. The sky's sunny there. And for South Alabama, a mix of sun and clouds with those scattered showers and storms. That's the radar composite across the region. We are in the 80s, a little below average. Average high for this state is 88 in Birmingham. Birmingham with 84. 86 for Anniston. Tuscaloosa 85. 80 statewide. The warm spot of all places, Huntsville, because they have the most sun. They've got 89. The cool spot is at Mobile because of a shower cluster over Mobile Bay earlier this afternoon. West of the state, flash flood watches for parts of central and northeast Texas over into Shreveport and Texarkana. And the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight, we have several marginal risks in scattered pockets, one over eastern North Carolina, one over South Texas, one over the Corn Belt, and one over the northern Rockies. Tomorrow, marginal risks, well to the west, and on day 3, which is Friday, got a risk of severe storms from the Texas Panhandle and the South Plains up into the northern Rockies. Rain for the next 7 days. Remember, it's summertime because of the scattered nature of the storms. These are simply averages. Your number could be different. Amounts around 1 inch for most of the state, maybe up to 2 inches in a few spots between now and Wednesday morning of next week. And the tropics, quiet as a mouse. No tropical storm formation expected for at least the next 7 days. Model fans, here we go, the GFS 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Got a shortwave west of the state, and that will probably bring some pretty decent rain to parts of East Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. But again, for Alabama, pretty typical, widely scattered showers. This is the high-resolution HER model, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock Central Time, showing just spotty, widely scattered showers, mainly over the southern half of the state. And then on Friday, that trough will be getting a little closer, so there should be an uptick in the number of showers and storms. But again, listen, we stress here. If you look at apps, and listen, if you watch these videos, you get it. But most people, they'll just look at an app and they'll see a little cartoon picture of a storm, and they just think it's going to rain all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and it doesn't work that way. The rain chances are overstated with those automated apps. Could it rain Friday? Sure. And again, there should be an uptick in the number of scattered showers and storms, but it will not rain everywhere. It will not rain all day. Highs mid to upper 80s, and the sun out at times. And that's the same deal for Saturday and the same forecast for Sunday. And I know you see the big green blobs over the Deep South, but showers and storms scattered mainly from 2 until 10 p.m., not necessarily all of them, but most of them. Highs mid to upper 80s with a mix of sun and clouds and very humid. And that's the idea for next week. This is Monday and Tuesday. And a week from today, and really these maps tell a better story, the upper air maps. And you can see how the lines are closer together near the Canadian border. Those are stronger winds, and that's typical for summer. Typically the wind fields shift north, and we're left in kind of a light, stagnant upper air pattern, which we are. And again, just classic summer weather. Partly sunny with a few spots, getting a shower or storm during the afternoon. Let's go out 10 days. Saturday, June 21st. That's right around the official beginning of summer in terms of astronomy. The summer solstice, our longest day of the year in terms of the number of daylight hours. Got a ridge building over the southern plains and a downstream trough over the northeastern states. And again, we have a very light northwest flow aloft here. And again, just classic summer weather. I know it sounds like a broken record, and we say it almost every day in June, July, August, early September, but partly sunny, very warm, very humid, a few spots getting an afternoon or evening storm. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean up there about 2.5 to 3 inches between now and the 26th of June. Temperatures pretty close to average for this time of the year. Mid to upper 80s through Tuesday, maybe low 90s over the latter half of next week as the heights come up and a ridge begins to nose in here. Still not that bad for June. And the latest long-range guidance just in the house, June 19th through June 25th. And if this works out, temperatures will be above average because of the ridge in place here across the region. So one more time, we'll check the radar. 2:40 is the time as we are live. Got that one cluster of showers coming up into Anniston and Oxford. Not seeing much in the way of thunder with that. There could be a little bit, but that's some rain from downtown Anniston down to Chehaw State Park. Otherwise, the northern half of the state is pretty dry. Although, look, there's one little bitty shower that pops up right there in Homewood. That thing is tiny. Homewood, Vestavia, Mountain Brook, over the mountain communities. That's headed east-northeast like that. Again, just a very small shower there. No thunder, no lightning. But again, the better showers and storms are across the southeast counties of the state, especially east of I-65 and south of Interstate 85. And again, not raining everywhere, but some pretty decent downpours. Some of the heavier showers in parts of Butler, Crenshaw, Pike counties coming up into South Montgomery County, down toward places like Raymer. And again, that'll be approaching US 82, Interstate 85. But again, not expecting any severe storms. That'll do it this afternoon. For those that are new here, we do these typically twice a day, 5:15 a.m. Central and 2:45 Central. Weekends as necessary. And of course, hey, we invite you to watch us on the television side, right across the hall, Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.